Hello and good day, senior high students of Isabela City Division. We hope that you're all doing great today. By the way, I am Teacher April.
And I am Teacher Olga,
Your presenters for HAPIsabela, TELEdukasyon, General Mathematics, Grade 11 TV lesson. Teacher Olga, are you a fan of online shopping?
I was not into online shopping before, but now that we are experiencing this pandemic, by then I already have bought different sorts of products online, like these shoes and watch. Why did you ask, Teacher April?
I guess mostly can relate to your experience, Teacher Olga. So I'm sure you always check the prices of each item and the total cost of the items that you put in your cart.
Definitely, Teacher April. I really need to know the price first and the total cost before I add them to my cart, or I'm afraid that I might not be able to pay them.
Exactly, Teacher Olga. That experience of yours actually has something to do with the topic that our guest teacher has prepared for us today.
Sounds interesting, Teacher April. I am now excited to meet our guest teacher for today.
Don't worry, Teacher Olga, because we'll get to meet him in a little while.
Kaibigan, alam mo na ba kung ano ang mga karaniwang sintomas ng COVID-19? Ito ay ang mga sumusunod: lagnat, pagkapagod, at dry cough. Habang sa ilan naman ay sipon at baradong ilong, sore throat o diarrhea. Karamihan na nagkaka-COVID-19 ay gumagaling kahit walang espesyal na gamutan. Pero may ilan, tulad ng mga matatanda at may mga iba pang karamdaman, ang nakararanas ng hirap sa paghinga at pulmonya. Maaari itong humantong sa kritikal na kondisyon o maaaring ikamatay ng pasyente. May ilan naman na wala pang sintomas pero pwede pa rin nilang maipasa ang virus sa iba. Kung ikaw ay may banayad na sintomas, manatili sa bahay, bumukod ng kwarto kung maaari, at huwag munang makihalubilo sa mga kasama. Takpan ang bibig at ilong gamit ang tissue o panyo o manggas ng damit kung uubo o babating. At magsuot ng face mask. Iwasan munang makisalo sa iba sa paggamit ng mga kagamitan sa bahay. I-monitor ang sarili. Magpakonsulta ka agad sa iyong doktor kung ikay nahihirapang huminga o kung lumalala ang iyong sakit. Kung ikaw ay nasa mga lugar kung saan kumakalat ang COVID-19 o kaya may close contact sa mga taong kumpirmadong may COVID-19 o sa mga nag-aalaga sa kanila, may sintomas man o wala, ipagbigay alam ito sa health worker sa inyong barangay. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
It's time to do some solving! This TV lesson is anchored on the capsulized self-learning enhancement tool, also known as Capslet.
Do you have your Capslets with you? That's great! Your Capslet will serve as your reference on this episode.
So, are you ready to learn, students? Fantastic! Let's get started. Make yourself comfortable and prepare your General Mathematics Grade 11 Capslet, Quarter 1, Week 1, Day 4 copy for this lesson on solving real-life problems involving functions.
After watching this TV lesson, you are expected to solve different problems using functions. But before we will proceed, allow us first to introduce our guest teacher for today.
He is Teacher Jed Inovejas from Basilan National High School, who will help us solve problems using function. Shall we begin?
You may now take the floor, Teacher Jed.
Hello students, it's me, Teacher Jed. Are you ready to learn with me? Can I get a thumbs up? Great! Earlier, you heard our anchors talking about online shopping. How about you guys? Are you into online shopping too? I am certain that you are doing it as well. Just a piece of advice, know the price and the total cost before adding them to cart. This actually applies the concept of functions which you will learn today. But remember, don't carelessly add everything to cart, especially if you're still dependent on your parents. You know what I mean? Anyway, grade 11 students, do you have any idea about functions? Let's define first what function is. Functions are often used to model real-life situation by applying the concepts of solving functions in our daily lives. Take a look at the first example. Let's read the situation. Roy wants to buy a new shirt. One shirt costs 100 pesos. This is represented by the function s of x is equal to 100x. How much will Roy spend if he will buy 7 shirts? What is asked in the problem? In this problem, you were asked if how much is the total price Roy will pay if he will buy 7 shirts. In this case, all you need to do is substitute 7 as the value of x in the given function s of x equals to 100x. That will be s of 7 equals 100 of 7. Then, to solve for s of 7, just multiply 107. So our final answer is s of 7 is equal to 700. Therefore, Roy will spend 700 pesos for buying 7 new shirts. That was easy. Now let's level up a little with its difficulty. Don't be alarmed. I'll still make my explanation easy and simple, so listen carefully. Here's example number 2. A certain chocolate bar costs 35 pesos per piece. However, if you buy more than 10 pieces, they will be marked down to a price of 32 pesos per piece. Represented by the piecewise function f of n, 35n if 0 less than n less than or equal to 10, 32n if n is greater than 10. How much will you spend if you will buy below 10 pieces of chocolate bars at 35 pesos per piece? Quite complicated? Let's try to analyze this situation. The example number 2 shows a piecewise function. As we all know, piecewise function is a condition of 2 or more functions with different conditions. Let's take this example. You will buy 9 pieces of chocolate bars at 35 pesos per piece. Using the piecewise function, we will use the function 35n with a condition if 0 less than n less than or equal to 10 because n is equal to 9, which represents 9 pieces of chocolate bars. Applying the same process in solving number 1, just substitute 9 to the function as in f of n equal to 35n, which results to f of 9 equal to 35 times 9. Therefore, you will spend 315 pesos only for buying 9 pieces of chocolate bars. Now, let us also find out how much will you spend if you will buy 12 pieces of chocolate bars to avail the markdown price of 32 pesos per piece. Again, let us use the same piecewise formula given the function 32n with the condition of n greater than 10 because n is 12, which represents 12 pieces of chocolate bars. Substitute 12 to the function f of n is equals to 32n. That is f of 12 equal to 32 times 12 equal 384. Therefore, you will spend 384 pesos for buying 12 pieces of chocolate bars availing the markdown price. Were you able to get it, dear students? That was easy. Alright. I hope you were able to absorb the gist of my discussion. Let's take a short trip back to what I had presented a while ago. So what is function again, class? You're right. It is often used to model real-life situation by applying the concepts of solving function in our daily lives. What do we call the combination of two or more functions with different conditions? Correct. It's called piecewise function. That will be all, dear students, about our topic on solving real-life problems using functions. I'm sure you will also be able to apply the learning in other situations that you will face in the future. Always remember that applications of learning is always good because it helps you enhance and develop your skills rather than just keeping it to yourself. Enjoy learning math, guys! This is again Teacher Jed, now signing off. Have a nice day! Bye!
Nasistress ka na ba? Nagpapanik o natatakot dahil sa COVID-19? Normal lang ang ganitong mga reaksyon sa ngayon. Pero may magagawa ka para mapagtagumpayan ang sitwasyon na ito. Ituloy lang ang pangangamusta sa mga kamag-anak at kaibigan gamit ang text, tawag, o video. Tiyakin na ang mga bata ay ligtas at nasa maayos na kalagayan. Kung ikaw ay nasa-stress na, huwag itong ibaling sa kanila. Tandaan, anuman ang iyong reaksyon ay maaaring makaapekto sa kanilang emosyon. Gawin sa bahay ang mga nakasanayan upang hindi mabagot o mabalisa sa panahong ito. Basta siguruhing protektado ka laban sa COVID-19. Magdala ng good vibes sa bahay. Sa wastong pag-iingat, ang virus hindi kakalat. COVID-19, kayang-kaya nating tapusin.
We are so pleased to have Teacher Jed today as our guest. Thank you, sir.
There you have it. You have just learned how to solve real-life problems using function. It was quite easy, right?
If you have any questions, feel free to write them down and send them to your general mathematics teacher through text or call. And I'm sure that your teacher will be very glad to answer them.
Now it's time for some reminders. After watching this TV lesson, review your capslet. I know you can do it by yourself. If not, you can ask some assistance from your parents or anyone who is knowledgeable enough to help you out.
If you're done, prepare your answer sheet and answer the 5-item exercise written on your capslet.
I know you can answer these questions. Just read the directions carefully and understand each question so that you can get more answers correctly. Alright?
See? The lesson is easier because you were watching and listening attentively.
We know that you all worked hard for today's lesson.
On our next episode, you will be learning about the rational functions.
We'll be seeing each other again soon. Again, this is Teacher Olga.
And I am Teacher April saying, keep learning and have fun. Mathematics is for everyone here at HAPIsabela, TELEdukasyon. Until next time, goodbye!